So the new Final Destination movie came out, what's it, a few months ago? Final Destination, let me see this. Bloodlines. That's the one. Came out a few months ago, and I definitely did see it. And if you guys want a review on that, you can put it down in the comments and tell me, hey man, how about the review? Anyway, so I watched the movie, but before I did that, I was like, wait, what do I remember about this? I just know that it was death, and I mean death,
Death
straight up,
straight up.
and a lot of it. But these movies came out like the first one came out, was it in 2000 and something? And I was a baby. I was a child. My feeble baby mind couldn't understand what was going on. I think honestly, I watched 90% of those movies from little snippets while I passed around the TV and rumors from everyone else. So I was like, you know what? Let me give it a spin and see what this is about. And that's what brings us to this video. Okay, the video isn't about Final Destination, it's about dun, 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 Wrong Turn. Yeah, I don't know if a lot of you guys have seen this, but this was one of those older, scary boogeyman type movies for me as a kid. Because I remember everyone was talking about it, and it used to scare the shit out of me. But you know what? I'm a big boy now, and I put my big boy pants on. I said, let me give it a spin. Let's see what this is all about. And that brings us to our review. Let's do it. So the movie starts off with this lady, Kimberly, and she's on the phone with her manager. She's an actor lady heading to some station where they're supposed to be filming a reality show, I think. So while she's driving there, she gets to a crossroad, and there's a road on the left and the one on the right. Guess which one she picks? The wrong turn. You get it? I don't know. I like when they did this kind of thing in older movies. I like it. I like it. Of nature, that is. He rips the knife off and licks his own blood while the colonel's standing there like, what in the world is going on? He gets distracted for a bit and boom, he's down. So we catch on with the other characters. So Jonesy's trying to, make his move on the soldier girl, while Nina and the producer girl, Mara that is, are walking around and they set off one of the traps. So they have to run off somewhere to find a way to shut it down. Now, on the other side, M, the director, is trying to get this girl to get a little nasty with Jake on camera. But Jake doesn't want that, so he leaves. Because he's a good boy. And leaves. And they take it. And obviously, any normal person in a horror movie would know that you're not supposed to do that. There's cannibals here. Don't do that. So the two girls find themselves at a cabin in the woods. They walk in as any normal person would, and you can tell from the way this place looks that it stinks. This place is rank. I would find my ass out of there as soon as possible. So, but that would end the movie. So let's go on. They're looking at the photos and they can notice that something is amiss. Everyone in these photos looks mishmashed, deformed, and weird. And while deformed people getting onto the table, and it looks like she's given birth. The baby comes out, and it looks disgusting. And while they're still peeking like a normal person would, one of these Patrick Star looking monstrosities notices them and he lets out a wild scream. And everyone is onto them. So they notice this and barricade the door. Smart move. And they find a way out. And while an axe to the head. And this is one thing you have to notice about these hillbillies. They might not look like the sharpest tool in the drawer. They are trained huntsmen. They know their game. I'd say they are arguably on par with Craven when it comes to hunting humans. They will stop at nothing till they get you. They might not be the best cooks, but hunting, that they can do. Nina's still running, and one of the creatures is hot on her tail. But at least she finds a way to hide till this creature finally gives up and leaves. One thing about these creatures, they are brutal. They will literally kill your parents right in front of you, gouge their eyes out, and wear them as a necklace just so they can strike fear into your heart. And they love it. We get back to the river, and Em leaves Elena after they did the deed, the dirty. And she's getting a tan. And off at the distance, we can see one of the hillbillies, and he is gooning to her. He's going off. He really is going off. But oh, Patrick Star. Tell by the way she runs off at Elena, slashes claws at her back, and leaves her spine exposed. She might not have liked that. But you know what's crazy? Patrick Star and the Guna do the nasty over Elena's rotten corpse. Ugh. These guys are some massive freaks. So we cut right back, and these mutant freaks aren't immune to this move. So he gets the knife and cuts off his leg restraint. And now we have a fight. In this corner, Mutant Freak, and in the other corner, we have our trusty soldier Colonel Dale. Who will win this bloody fight to the death? Find out now. Now, since basically gives us the lore of what happened here. So there's an old pulp mill that shut down at least 30 years ago, and the toxic chemicals left behind killed all the wild animals and caused one family that stayed behind to pop out deformed babies, and I mean deformed babies. And those babies got even uglier babies, and those ugly babies got even uglier babies, and on and on and on and on. And since they pretty much kept it in the family, you know, all along this old guy has been feeling a bit suspicious. And I can say this is I know these heads and they pass on. And now the little one's happy, opening his mouth right wide as Jonesy and Amber's blood drops right into it. These guys are sick! Well, Jake and Nina had made it to the paper mill, and they try and see if they can get some help, while still believing that Jonesy and Amber will make a human finger. Ugh, there's something wrong with his family. That's the end of that video, guys. So please comment what you want me to talk about next time. Like, share, and subscribe too. Please, please subscribe, please. All right, bye bye. God bless.